So hey everyone, here I am with Fate Kaleid, the movie, Oath Under Snow. But before I talk more about this and possible spoilers, here's another motion right here. So please be sure to check out the artist. Links in the description box, you'll find links to these videos. And I say videos because I decided to split this up into 3 different parts, because the movie is 1 hour and 30 minutes long, and if I'm gonna render that one video, my computer might actually kill me, because it's lots to do with that. But man, this movie, oh gosh, where to even start? First, we got to see Kiritsugu. I'm happy for that, even if it's... God damn it, guy, why do you need to go and pass away so suddenly every time? Gosh dang it. And seeing Miyu and Shiro and all that, is, oh gosh, it's so cute. Miyu is so... so adorable. And that made me think, I mean, how she was there compared to how she was in the beginning of Fate Kaleid. I mean, when I first saw that show, I was thinking like, oh, Miyu, she's learning to know, you know, about feelings. She's learning about smile and all of that. But she already knew that. She just let her true self appear, because she was putting all of these things aside to just think logically and doing all of this to fight them with all of these cards and all of that. But now, when we saw, when I thought her, she was like, she learning about smiling and all of that. She is showing her real self, and it also explains so much about like how she could use the cards, how she understand how things work. I mean, obviously considering what's happened in that parallel world, and also explain why she appeared there, because Shiro's wish for her to find happiness and all of that was in a different world. But then it doesn't have that. Ainsworth have this displacement magic that is pretty fucking crazy. I mean, even if it's normally is a very basic, very weak magic, how they use it and in that scale is kind of scary and crazy and all of that. Oh, man, though I am surprised though. We never really got to see, for example, Beatrice in this movie. So I'm not sure how long she been there, or maybe she didn't follow on all of that. But we did see Erika, we did see Darius, aka Julian, and of course Angelica fighting Shiro, and that fight, man, that, oh god, that was not only that it was epically done, but the emotions to it as well. When he was fighting the other servants, well, I'm gonna call them servants, because well, literally doors with cards installed, and pretty much the person's kind of fucked up, like Shinji there. Kind of felt bad for him. I assume he was actually a decent person before he got fucked over again. I mean, what is it up with Shinji? And no matter fucking world and route you go, Shinji turned to the major asshole. Can't he for once be like, surprise everyone and be the nice kid for once, and not the nice that like, I'm nice but I don't get any girls, but genuine, a nice guy, a nice person that is not about killing and maiming and ripping out his sister's heart like that. And that was messed up. I mean, I feel so bad for that, for Sakura and all. And I really, I know now this is Fate, and Fate is by default a very cruel show, because I'm not gonna say it is cruel, but it also is realistic in that sense that it's what they are doing. is dangerous. I mean, it's fights. They are fights to the death, and seeing Sakura like, and that is the thing. Here I go all the time, starting up with the Fate Kaleid. I was like, oh, Magic Girl is gonna be like Sailor Moon. Then again, I remember Sailor Moon turning quite dark in the end. Possible spoilers for that is that I think I mentioned it in the past, but I remember so much watching Sailor Moon once in a while when I was a kid and all that, because it was one of the first animes I saw here in Sweden, because back then we had like Sailor Moon, and a little way later Pokemon appeared, and that was pretty much it. But I remember Sailor Moon, and of course it was a girl show back then, at least what I was told, so I didn't watch it too much. I still did it though, because it was cute. I liked it. But seeing that, and then I thought, oh, magical girls, oh, it's so sweet, and it's nothing serious gonna happen. And like the latest episode of that, everyone dies, and that left me emotional scarred for the rest of my life. And here I go and thinking the same, like, oh, it's gonna be sweet, magical girls and all that. And why is their intestines there? Why is one's head over there when it should be on his shoulders? And it's very, very serious. I mean, it's like fate, like Nasu and Type Moon have been like literally taking like, here's fate, the pulsing dark heart, corruption, death, and mutilation, and all of that. And then they're like, but we're gonna trick people. We're gonna put a nice wrap around it, like, oh, it's about magical girls. Oh, it's gonna be sweet and cute and all that. Like, and everyone, oh, it is. And then like 3 seasons later, like, I see dead people. Well, almost, but not that it is a bad thing. I seriously think this actually adds to the thing that Fate, Kaleid, and Prisma Illya is, while it's a spin-off, while it's not an genuine, I guess we can say, like, Fate's Day Night, Heaven's Feel and all that, that is part of the main route, so to speak. This is definitely, I mean, I really enjoy this. And that is the most important thing, is that it's enjoyable. And it is. And this movie, this probably is one of the best anime movies I've seen. Because, yikes, this was, I mean, just when, for example, one of my favorite moments actually was when Kirei were explaining and talking with Shiro. Because not only that, Kirei, I mean, even if I'm freaking out when I see him because he is a scary dude. I love his voice. The voice actor is so fucking good, and that special voice is one of those voices I instantly, well, not always, I'm gonna say, but instantly recognize. And combine that with the music that was there, it gave me shivers. And seeing all of these cute moments with Shira and Miyo as well was so adorable. Seeing Miyo, this entire thing was fantastic. Emotional. Yikes. You should just know. You probably do know, because you've probably already seen it way earlier than I have. But simply an outstanding movie. And if I'm gonna go by my anime list rating, I would at least 9 out of 10. Even possible 10 out of 10. Because this is simply an very emotional, powerful movie. I mean, if you haven't watched Fate Kaleid, the seasons, and you jump into this movie first, obviously it will be a little bit of mindfuck. Like, what? What's going on? I mean, you could do that, but I think it feels like best to do like this is to watch the seasons and then watching the movie. And this movie was, as I said, a fucking masterpiece in my opinion. It was so freakishly good and really giving a big ass background story to everything. I mean, the latest episode of season Drive was like, so many things happening, and now we need to wait for another season. I know there's a manga out there, and I'm gonna try to read it, but I don't want to read either, so I read before, well, where it ends in the anime, because I don't want to spoil myself when the anime do release. And that brings me up to another thing that I've been I've seen some of you have been writing and commenting is that to do like a let's read or something like that with mangas that pretty much as a visual novel and all of that. And if there is an interest of that, I'm definitely would love to do that because first of all, I love mangas as well. I am a big nerd and all that, and even if I'm not the best one to read up and things like that, because my English is sucky, still, that would be a fun thing if people are interested in it. And I do have all other kind of things as well that I'm planning to do. Damn your neighbors, you're loud. I have Let's Plays, I have Fate Grand Order, Fate and Nasuverse novels, I have animes. I have so many things I want to do. I wish I could do all of these things right away, but I'm one guy, I'm doing all the editing, and that is why, and I'm sorry for that, it's actually a very poor excuse, but that is why my editing in my videos generally is very poorly edited. No fancy things or over it, because I'm trying to make it pretty minimalistic, because I need to be able to render, because I have one computer, and when that is busy, first of all, I can't do much of it, like out of entertainment, because I like to play games on my computer, but I can't record either, so I need to like take it and use it constantly to just push out the content, even if it's not the greatest. And I hope in the future, of course, it will be a little bit better and improved, but that is for the future. And for now, we have Fate, Kaleid, and Prisma Illya, Oath Under Snow. That was a really, really, really masterpiece. I'm so freaking happy to have been watching this, and thank every one of you that have been following me through this entire series. I mean, it feels like it was yesterday I started to watch Fate, Kaleid, Prisma Illya, and we have gone through 4 seasons and now a movie. It's been quite a bit. I think this is so far the longest series I've actually watched here on my channel, because it's over 40 episodes as well. I think Boku no Hero Academia might be, because they're still producing, of course, and all of that. So, man, and that reminds me, there will be Boku no Hero Academia today as well. Yes. So I got to see this amazing movie and Boku no Hero Academia. It's gonna be a great day. But well, I will cut for now, and I will be back with more Fate Kaleid. I hope soon. Not sure when the next season will be released, but when it will be released, I'm definitely gonna jump onto it. But until then, I will do all other kind of stuff here. So thank you for watching. Remember to comment, share, subscribe, and like for more. It means super much to me. So see you later on. Have a continued super great day.